I grew up with the nickname as Gidget. No one knew my real name.
Yeah, that was the nickname of mine when I first started surfing, because I was just little, a girl and a midget.
One time in particular where I kind of felt like the new age Gidget, I went on a boat trip where I was the only girl.
I'm 5'2", eyes of blue, and I'm small. My dad, I think early on, called me Gidget. I was his little Gidget, and to be labeled that, I think, is an honor.
Hundreds, perhaps thousands, of female surfers around the world have worn the Gidget label, often as a badge of courage.
Who would be embarrassed to be called Gidget? I mean, she's an icon in surfing. You know, I've been called lots of names, but Gidget would definitely not be one of the worst.
In beach communities around the globe, the name and spirit of Gidget live on. What many have missed is that there is an original Gidget, the real live Gidget, that ultimately inspired them all. The Gidget myth and the icon are based on the 1957 novel, which was inspired by the original Gidget, Kathy Conant. The real Gidget, who surfed Malibu Surfrider Beach in the mid-1950s, helped launch the sport of surfing and inspired generations of female surfers to try a male-dominated sport.
She was the one who influenced women to get out there in the water, absolutely. She was the pioneer.
Kind of an incidental icon.
When I think of Gidget, you know, it's kind of like a Tinkerbell. It's somebody who just goes for it.
Surfing is a phenomenal sport. It's beautiful, it's exciting, and surfing has grown up with Gidget.
We all love Gidget, right?
You know, that happy-go-lucky, always excited, down the beach, surfing longer than the boys, you know, ripping it up.
Surfing is not an easy thing. I mean, you know, people think you just get up on the board and ride it in, and it's simple. It's not.
She was one of the first women that started surfing and really opened the doors for us girls nowadays.
You could be athletic. You weren't just fluff on the beach.
That's a big deal. A guy with 3 daughters who all surf, that's a big deal.
It spawned a whole future that nobody could have ever imagined.
The essence of the fictional Gidget story is true. It is based on Kathy's experiences as told to her father, writer Frederick Kohner. This is the real account of Kathy Gidget Kohner and the evolution of an American icon.